win this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
All square, you score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch.
Vardio.
Hazard.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Vardio.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Neymar! In he goes again! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Brazil go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
A corner it is then. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rice, out to the left it goes. Serves up a cross. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. Fernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Brazil take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And we've reached half-time. And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Hops for safety. Van Dijk. Robertson. Messi.
There they go, hunting again.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Darmian. And it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's there to get it away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Mbappe! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. punched away. Chance! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Para o Manchester United. Aos 16 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Camavinga. Now it's Palmer. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga is having a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Camavinga. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop.
It's Kane! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
That's the keeper's ball. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Hazard pinches it off him. Crossed into the middle. Now it's Hazard, and he's away. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Pressure coming in from all directions. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Swept in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rice. Mbappe. A probing pass. Cleared without hesitation.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Vai ser substituído pelo
Rice goes short.
Camisa 8. Teremos uma substituição.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Neymar. Spread it left. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's delightful. Fernandes. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. To Martinez. Damian. That's Valverde. Palmer. And here's Neymar. Valverde. Fernandes. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Valverde. Aimed in towards... Up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it. I thought the regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United must quickly shake this from their system, Peter, because it's the sort of performance that can linger and fester.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Senhoras e senhores, é hora do nosso sorteio especial. Por favor, peguem os bilhetes que vocês receberam na entrada.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Can he finish? And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And here's Osimhen. Mbappe. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Chips it through. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Kane. Yamal. Mbappe gets a foot in here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Good running, strong and purposeful. Pass is just off target.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, they can break here. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Guadalajara clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
No, not quite on... Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is rather wayward. Alexander-Arnold. This looks promising. Mbappe. Mbappe. Neymar. And it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Camavinga tries to clear. And it's made its way to him. Haaland has it in a wide position. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And he's there to clear it. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola cuts it out. Cristiano Ronaldo driving forward. Now it's Raul. He's beaten the last man. Raul. Chance! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you...
Mbappe shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Real chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. He's in a great... and he's following up! Oh, that was no routine save.
Fernandes is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Rashford. Another pass. Chance, surely! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
This possibly the last play of the half.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Manchester United are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are back on the way. Guardiola to Cristiano Ronaldo. Guardiola. Here's Ronaldo. And here's Raul. Now it's Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Whistle's gone. That's a foul. Kane. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Van Dijk. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Mbappe. Big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, what about this cross? He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar promptly onto that, and that is that. A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Guadalajara choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Now, can they get him away? Cross in, looks like a good one. Now it's Fernandes. And this is Hazard. Osimhen! And it's there! And they are cruising away. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Osimhen. The less said about that pass, the better. Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Kane coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tense.
Has a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Backward it goes. Messi wins the duel this time. Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's tidy. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a searching pass. Takes a shot! He scores! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Oh, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seemed...
And he's had a hit! Off the post! Kane. Foden. Nicely spread. That's a shade optimistic. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Messi. Foden. And Serginho. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Cambio.
Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball over the...
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
5 minutos al tiempo
knows it.
reglamentario.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He's found a way past. And here's Oyarzabal. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Camavinga. Just eases him off the ball. And that's it. Manchester United can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And this is the... And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's an imaginative pass. It's a promising position. In it comes. Serginho played back in. And he's there to clear it. Crossed in again. Asensio is there and he can get that clear. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Messi. And he's forced to go back. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Beckenbauer makes the interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cross in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Threads one in. He is just caressing the ball. Look at the space here. Now it's Mbappe. And now the breakaway. That's a nicely shaped ball. Osimhen! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Convertido en el minuto 23. Número 20.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Rashford touches it back. Martinez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's through, now is he in? Messi. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. Van Dijk. Valverde, spread it left. Serginho could try cutting inside here. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Camavinga. Manchester United are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's... and the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Beckenbauer has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Quality ball. Looking for options for movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Osimhen. Oh, good-looking ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Good ball, good take.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Fernandes.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
And here's
reglamentario.
Osimhen. He's a big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi tries to clear. He's gone for goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So the team still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Manchester United have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Osimhen. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Serginho. And it's Valverde. Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Here it is, crossed in. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Rashford. Tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold in acres of space out wide. Valverde. Still just a single goal between the sides. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Valverde. Fernandes. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Número 22.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Martinez. And Martinez! And that has fair fizzed. Not the most accurate pass. Martinez. And he's... Martinez! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's a brilliant save! Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Rashford. He has found the way through. Close. It's Rashford! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. Rashford. It's a good run down the right. He's in a great position. Mbappe! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Cross to the back post. That has been knocked clear. It's Rashford!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So time for change. And this one has been on... The shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A case now of complete control. And he cuts out the supply. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandes. And he's well positioned here. Up he goes! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Número 14.
Camavinga. And it's Alexander-Arnold to Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi driving forward. Can he finish? Keeper's got his work done.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
The changes then in quick succession. Oh, what a climb! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Camavinga, and it's Kane. Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer, and it's Camavinga. And Caicedo, Messi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That has not gone well. Tries to dink it. There's the shot! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
This is threatening to become a really good game. And this is Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now this could be a chance. And that will be the final act. Manchester United pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have...